All right, bet. All right, let's see. All right, cool. Let me set this up real quick. There we go. Bet. Man, it's been a minute. I haven't streamed in a long ass time. I really need to be more consistent with it. Damn, I have a beat in here somewhere I just made. Damn. I haven't made a good beat in a hot ass minute. Yup. I swear, some of these beats are so bad. It's not too bad. All right, let's get to it. So, we're gonna be doing some beat battles again because it's easy content and it's not too hard to do. And I've gotten a few wins, so I'm hoping that we can really climb the leaderboard. I really want to get up there at least. I've noticed though that it's kind of fallen off. A lot of people don't play it anymore. Because when I played it like a couple of weeks ago and we made a video on it, there was like a couple thousand people playing it. But right now, I mean, I guess it's Friday, middle of the day, so there's not too many people. But if we look right now, there's only 517 people playing it. So there's a lot less than last time. So it's definitely less populated. But let's just dive in. Let's see what we can do. Let me let me pull up the Finder. There we go. So it's fun, but the thing I don't really, I guess, like about beat battles is the fact that when you're doing beat battles and you're playing this, that's less time that you're making beats that you're actually going to try to make good for like a placement. Most of the time we make beats for placements, right? But when you're doing beat battles, it's good content, but it's not really beats that you would send to an artist. So, I mean, you could possibly make beats like that with the stuff they give you, but for the most part, it's its own thing in a sense. But let's get to it. Let's see. I wonder how long it's going to take for us to queue up. Probably a little minute. Oh, snap. Already. That was quick. I'm still a little nervous, man. I'm not going to lie. Beep. Oh, here we go already. That was quick. All right. Boom. I'm not gonna lie, man. This beat battle stuff is really difficult. But it's not too bad. You can get some wins for the most part. But another thing is like, oh, I gotta find this real quick. What the hell? Oh, all right, there we go. All right, there we go. Let's see what we got. A whistle. Damn, This is a lot different than last time. Okay, what the hell? Alright, so there's our first. Dude, oh my goodness. Let's see how much time we have real quick. Oh my goodness, it's 15 minutes. Remember last time I was saying it needed to be 15 minutes and they made it 15 minutes. That's crazy. That's good. That's good. I don't know if they did it because I asked or I said it, but I doubt it, but that would be crazy. Okay, these are some good sounds, but they're so jumbled up. Look at this. How are you supposed to know what any of this stuff is? It's all random. Last time it was more organized, so hopefully they work on that, but hey, whatever. This is pretty nice so far. Oh man, one thing I don't like is brasses. The reason I don't like brass is because, well, we'll see. We'll see if it works. Okay. That's a weird combination. That's almost like a glow pack. Brass. A lead. Let's see what we can do with this stuff real quick though. But we have 15 minutes, so it's so much better. That one's good. I like that. I'm gonna organize these a little bit and then I gotta hurry up because... Alright, there we go. Damn, these are all over the place. So now we have to figure out what BPM we're gonna use. I'm gonna just make a little drum bounce real quick and then I'm gonna go in with the what am I supposed to do with that, dude? Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna try to make it decent. So I'm gonna chop it up and like pitch it up. Bro, what? There we go. I just made a vox with it. That's way better. Alright, that's cool. Got a rim, snare. Kind of like a marching band snare. Okay. I swear, bro. Alright, let's get a freaking... We're just gonna do some basic stuff with this. We're gonna do like... We're gonna make it quick. We're gonna make it like a faster BPM. And then we're gonna do like a super basic... I wanna make it darker than that though. It's not too bad. One thing I don't like is the attack, so watch this. We're gonna up the attack a little bit. So it's not like stabbing so much. And then we're just gonna throw some basic effects on it. This is pretty much how you do it. Just basic effects. You don't have to make it complicated. You only get 12 sounds, so we'll just keep it at 12. Man, I hope we get a win. All right, let's see. So delay. Delay is my go-to. But you know what? Tone flex. Tone flex is really good. So we're gonna use that. All right, let's see. Tone flex adds a lot. Okay, that's loud as fuck. Hold up. If we find... It's not too bad. I'm gonna put that on the brass and see if that sounds better. That should sound better on the brass, to be honest. All right, just trust the process. Trust the process. I'm telling you, we can make this something decent. We have plenty of time now. But we're gonna change the little effect here. One thing you have to realize is people just want to hear crazy drums. That's all they really want to hear. The melody doesn't matter too much. If you go crazy with the drums, you'll be straight. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna change this to a different effects plugin just because that one's kind of slow and it doesn't sound that great right now, but maybe in the future we could try something else. That's kind of cool. But is it gonna be what we need though? Let's see, we'll see. I'm gonna go down 3 semitones. Nah, that's not it, brother. Okay. And then like a basic whistle. Let's see if we can... Okay, that's good. That should be okay how it is. Alright, let's go in with it. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm not gonna follow this pattern like this. And then no, I'm not gonna do that. It's just, that's too basic. I wanna do something a little bit crazier. Something like this. It's gonna be... I'm gonna make it glide. See if that sounds cool. Ooh, almost. I'm gonna make it go down though. Ooh. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad so far. Okay. Alright, maybe not that. So far, not too bad. The brass probably needs to change though. It's a funny sounding lead right there. I'm not gonna glide it at the end though. Let's just go in with an 808 real quick. If we get, like I said, the drums are more important than the melodies. The melodies don't really matter that much. If your drums are crazy sounding, then you'll win, or at least place. All right, so that sound clean, but all that matters is the drums. You could literally just do drums and they would still like give you silver and gold and stuff if it sounds good enough. All right, let me see. So we're just gonna like do this real quick. All right. Apologize if that's too loud. I'm gonna turn this up a bit. Okay, that really doesn't sound that great, but hey, I'm doing what I can with the drums they gave me. Okay. And we're gonna cut this off for a second. Dum dum. Let me turn this back a little bit. Alright, we can leave it. Alright, so it should be pretty easy. So... let me freaking. All right, I want to keep it simple in the first part, and then the second part go a little bit crazier. And then I mean we have to mix it, but other than that. All right, maybe a little bit too much of that. We can glide it down. So it'll be like, ooh, that's good. All right, so that's straight. That's not bad at all. We'll just keep it right there. And then the kick, like, we'll just keep it simple. All right. It's simple. It's a good kick right there. One thing I'm gonna do is like cut off some of the high end so it's not so so you can't hear it as much. I just want the punch. I don't want like all the higher frequencies. Something like that. All right, that's pretty good. And then we're gonna mono it also like that. All right, cool. That sounds pretty decent. Shit. Thank God it's 15 minutes, bro. I didn't mean for them to change it, though. I don't know if they changed it because I said something. That's not what I meant, though. Because after a while, I realized that 10 minutes is actually pretty good. It's like a sweet spot. But now it's 15, so I feel kind of bad for saying it in my last video. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip it. Oh my God, we only have 2 minutes, bro. Oh, Jesus. What the fuck? Only have 2 minutes, bro. What the hell? I thought we had way more time, bro. Fuck. I hope I'm able to get it in time, bro. Damn, I don't know if I'm gonna get it in time. I don't have time to like do this whole beat and put everything in it. What the dude, I didn't realize that was a fast 15 minutes. Oh, jeez. Bro, I don't know if I'm gonna get this. Oh, Jesus, bro. All right, what's this? We'll just put it like that. Matter of fact, I'll reverse it just to do something different. Oh, that needs to shut the hell up, bro. Real shit. That needs to shut up. That's too much. Oh my goodness, bro. I don't have enough time. Damn it. All right. Oh my God. I mean, that's all they're really getting. Oh, so I still have 2 minutes to upload the beat. Damn, bro. Well, that's a shitty beat, bro. I just lost that. So I guess we're not getting ranked 1. We'll put it on desktop. Damn, bro. I've done better with 10 minutes than I just did with that. Shit, bro. That's embarrassing, dude. Now they're gonna hear this garbage beat. Damn it. Let me see something. I want to see if I could have done something a lot better. I'm gonna just like take the. All right, let's see what this sounds like. So that's not too bad. Okay, that's kind of garbage. That's really garbage, actually. Damn, bro. Dude, if I start losing, I'm never going to get ranked 1. I'm never going to get it regardless, but at least I can try. Damn. All right, 20 seconds. We'll see what's up. Shit. Now I'm doubting myself. I'm thinking, should I even go for it? But you know what, though? I do want some of the cosmetics and shit. And as they work on this and get it better, over time, this is going to be way better, I think. But they're just working on it. It's still a new thing. So if you can climb the leaderboard, well, season 0 is coming out soon, I think. So the first season of Beat Battle is coming out. I want to see how that plays out. All right, let's see. Already better than mine. Way better than mine. This is a weird system. That's pretty good. All right, I'm gonna be better on the next beat. Yo, where's the chat? There it goes. All theirs are better than mine so far. That's kind of what I expected, though. Five minutes to not upload. Damn. Yeah, there's no way I'm gonna win against people like this. Bro, what? Gross beat. Fuck, man. I'm never gonna win. Competition's too steep now. This is why I'd rather just make regular beats instead of doing beat battle, because I could just take my time and craft a masterpiece instead of making some random garbage. Still fun though. Damn. Let me see something. I'm gonna look myself up to see my thumbnail, see what it looks like. Weber on the grill. That's so funny, dude. Weber on the grill. Yeah, the thumbnail looks pretty good. I'm never gonna get ranked 1 though. Damn. Dude, they're gonna fry my beat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Every single beat has been better than mine so far, to no one's surprise. They literally saved mine for last to clown it. I gotta step my game up, dude. What the frick? Like, listening to these beats, man, that's crazy. They're so good. Dude, they're gonna freaking clown my beat so hard. Alright, let's see. Here's my beat. Let's see. Oh man. It's just so, it's like not even super trash, it's just mid. I didn't have time, bro. I didn't have time. 15 minutes, it still wasn't even enough. I could rap on this though. I could hear friggin' laser dim on this. Alright, let's see. Let's see how bad I lost. I guarantee you I'm not even gonna get one medal. Not even one. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. How do we vote on this? I don't even know how you vote on this. Oh, so the score is already there, I guess. I don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. $60 XP, I don't know what that means, but hey, as long as I'm getting the points, right? I got no 7th place. I don't know how I got 7th place. Alright. Alright, so let's see, I got 260 points. Let's see what we can get. Probably nothing. Let me get my daily reward. It's gonna be a battle pass and everything. I'm not gonna lie though, this website's kind of slow. A battle pass. I wonder what's gonna come with that for season 0. Interesting. Interesting. Oh shit. Yeah, this website is really slow though. I'm not gonna lie. I need to step my game up, bro, because I can't be making shit like this. Cause like, what am I doing, bro? I'm so ass, dude. I'm literally ass. Alright, let's go again. Hopefully I do something better this time. I'm gonna try my best. Let's see what we can do. I'm doing this with ranked. I kind of want to do EDM too, but I'm gonna stick with trap for now. And then we'll do EDM in a little bit. Let's see how long it takes to get a match. Shouldn't take too long. Last time it was instant. Damn, bro, this shit is not easy. The competition is definitely stiff. Yeah, we'll see. I just need to work on something like, I don't know, doing better chords or something, bro. Something. I don't want to use midis and stuff like that. I also need to use more effects like grow speed and shaper box, stuff like that, just to give me an edge. Because without it, it's going to be a lot harder. Making like a raw beat. an unseasoned beat. All right, let's hop over to YouTube while we wait for the cue. And then, yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think like, bro, maybe I should do like reaction shit or something, because I'm trying to find like what niche I can fit in without being like corny. This producer trusts me with his beat.
An email by a producer, dynamic on the track, and this producer entrusted me, believes in me to finish that beat. They sent me a couple loops. That's one. I like this a lot. And then the 808s. Alright, this was a warm-up. This was a warm-up. This was a warm-up. It was just a warm-up, I swear.
So this guy's basically doing the same type of content as me. Dude, I'm telling you, bro, it's so hard to get views. But when I'm not trying to hate on this guy, but his content's kind of boring. So is mine though. It's just kind of boring to watch to me anyways. Maybe not to everybody, and I know mine is too. I'm trying to work on that though, and to make it less boring.
Couple days.
I think because content like this has been done so much that it kind of just doesn't have any, it's just missing something. It's like, okay, we've already seen it like a bunch of times. So content like this is, because at the end of the day, if you're a beat maker and you're trying to make content, what can you really do? You're just going to be making a beat that's already been done a million times. You know what I mean? All that content is the same. So it's really difficult to make it in like YouTube or any type of TikTok or whatever as a beat maker, because who wants to sit here and watch this? I'm not hating on them, but not a lot of people are gonna come watch this and be like, oh yeah, this is cool, I want to sit here for whatever. Think about this, even with 4 minutes, its view duration is still pretty low, because if it wasn't low, it would probably have a lot more views. So that means even though it's 4 minutes long, people still aren't watching it. I'm telling you, bro, content creation is so difficult. But if you find something that works and you stick to it, bro, you're going to be set. The problem is everyone's going to come in and try to copy you if you find something that works. Dude, are we still in queue? It's taking forever, bro. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Finished. How long have I been recording for? It's been 1 hour and 30 minutes, bro. 1 hour and 30 minutes. Shout out to Dynamic on the track. I'll put his link in the description below.
It's a thick ass beat.
The loop is tough. I might have sold, but that's up to you.
All right, there we go. Finally. Let's hear this beat real quick. All right, let's go. Let's go. Ooh, that's a cool effect. All right, so these are really good sounds. This is a really good sound, so I should be able to make something decent with these sounds. Okay, I have to reset FL Studio. So I just lost time by doing that. And it's going to take forever to shut down and turn back on. Look at that. Oh my goodness, hurry up. All right, so now. Okay. Bro, what's going on right now? All right, delete that. So now I have to go through and put all of these. I have to change the ASDR of all of these, bro. Oh my. All right. Dude, what the fuck is going on right now? Genuinely, bro. I'm misclicking like crazy. I don't even think it's me. I think it's just damn computer. All right. All right, everything is so fucking jumbled up right now, bro. It's not even funny. So that's gonna make it way fucking harder to make a beat. Because I don't even know where everything is. Alright, there we go. So that's open hat. It's the 808. And then there's the other. There's the other sound, but we're gonna throw hella effects on this shit and see what we can do with it. And then I love how when I swipe it like that, it skips over a shit ton of them. That's nice. Alright, let's see. So I guess I'm gonna throw hella effects on this shit and I'm gonna see if we can make it go crazy. But I gotta be quick though, because if you take too long just setting up. Alright, so that sounds okay. I'm gonna go for something even crazier. I want something that sounds good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be so honest with you. These Omnisphere effects is kind of trash, bro. Alright, there we go. That was a cool sound. But already we changed the sound like crazy. So now we have something to work with. Once I get that chord right there, there it is. Now we have something to work with. Because before, when it's just a raw sound, it's not really anything you can do. I mean, you can make a basic beat, but it's gonna sound like shit in my opinion. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. That sounds horrible. Okay, but the chords aren't bad. So we have something to work with. Okay, that shit's kind of trash. Let's see, let's do delays. Okay, that's not too bad. That's something like to work with, like a bass layer. Alright, what's this? Alright. Okay, so if I do this right here, I'm gonna copy this over, bro. I'm not gonna lie, this content is so fucking boring. I'm not doing this shit anymore. Not because the game itself is boring, beat battle is not boring, but like me doing this shit, I swear it feels so boring. I'd rather be doing something else, to be honest with you. And it's not beat battle's fault at all. It's just, I don't think anyone wants to sit here and watch me use a bunch of shitty sounds to make a bunch of shitty beats and try climbing like a leaderboard. Like, does anyone really want to watch that shit? I don't think so. I wouldn't watch this. But let's see. Now we got this. That's fucking stupid loud. All right, let's see. Yeah, low-key, I would not watch this. I would be like, nah, bro, I'm good. All right, let's get that up there. I'll be like, bro, I'm gonna go do something else other than watch like somebody make shitty beats. Or try to make a good beat with shitty sounds. And then we'll go up. Let's see if that sounds good. It's not too bad, I guess. We'll take this second sound. It's a flute. Okay, we're gonna take this flute. We're gonna throw a shit ton of effects on it and see if we can make something decent with it. Because we're getting there. This isn't too bad, but how much time do I have? What the fuck? I dropped out. Hello? Dude, what? I dropped out. Okay, so what the fuck? Yo, I dropped out. That's crazy. Well, let's just keep making the beat, I guess. Damn, that's some crazy instability. I mean, I saw that they fixed some issues with like connection and whatnot, but I guess I don't know. All right, let's see if I can make a decent beat with this though. I'm gonna go to delays and be like, all right, let's just start spamming notes. Damn, that's crazy, bro. We were gonna make a banger too. But now, okay, I'm in a different match though. So what the hell? Jesus, I'm gonna just go on with this one. If I get kicked out again, I'm gonna stop playing because, dude, I was about to get it, bro. What the fuck? All right. It's all good though. Damn, bro. So I just got kicked out of a match. All right, those are good sounds. So at least there's that. And then we're gonna unzip this and we'll get to it. We'll get to work. All right. I just got kicked out of a match, bro. And then they said when you get kicked out, you can rejoin pretty easily, but apparently not. So, but it's all good. They'll fix it eventually. Let's see. Damn, there's some good sounds in this pack. That's a dope sound right there, so I fuck with that. And the drums are really dope too. I'm gonna throw some effects on that real quick and see if we can make it sound better. All right, let's see. Oops, that's loud as fuck. All right, I'm not doing that. We'll do some random other shit. I don't know. Bro. All right. They don't have a whole lot of freaking stuff in here, man. I don't know why they don't have more. I don't know. Throw some delay on it real quick just to see if that fixes it, makes it sound better. All right, let's try some different stuff. Dude, this sound is like, it could be better, but whatever. So I'm just doing, all right, we're gonna go with that just because. Bro, where the all right, there we go. We just gotta figure out like a rhythm that we're gonna use for the melody. All right, so it's gonna be like. I know it sounds like shit, just bear with me. There we go, that sounds better. Let's just do that, fuck it. All right, cool. And then we'll like try to figure out a second chord real quick. Bro. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Oh my god, bro. How much time do we have, bro? We have 10 minutes. We're straight. I just gotta figure out what I'm doing with these freaking chords. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. It sounds like ass. All right, that's not too bad. We'll see what we can do with that right there. Okay. All right, not too bad, not too bad. Let's see. Ooh, there's potential there. Damn. There's potential there, but like, I don't have time to flesh it out. That's what I'm saying. Like, this beat battle stuff is kind of difficult because you don't have time to flesh it out. But 15 minutes is pretty good though, but still. That sounds like an EDM beat. That sounds like a house beat. Oh Lord, bro. I'm really not sure what I'm doing, but it's all good. Sounds like a straight up EDM beat. What? Okay, maybe let me put that on like a different pattern or something. I don't know. Dude, for real? For real? Like, what the fuck, bro? Nah, shit sounds like ass, bro. I don't like that. I don't know, bro. This beat battle shit's too hard for me. Low key. I just gotta, you know, tell it like it is. This shit is definitely not easy, I can tell you that much. Dude, I can't with these sounds. You know what? Maybe I should just keep it simple. Maybe I should just keep it simple and just get rid of all these effects. Alright, this is what I'm gonna do. Bruh, I can't. with this shit. Like, imagine trying to do beat battles with beat block. Like, it's even worse than trying to do it without beat block, obviously. Okay. Bro, whatever. I don't even care at this point. Okay, that sounds like absolute dick. I'm trying to figure out like what we can do to even make this sound good. I don't even have enough time. 4 minutes where I'm already cooked. Oh, that sucks, bro. I was hoping I would make something decent this time. It just takes me a while to get ideas going. All right, let's see what we can do, bro. Let's see. Where's the shaper box stuff at? I'm gonna just slap a bunch of shaper box on it and pray. I think. No, these ones suck. Let me try. I'm gonna try these ones right here. All right, hold on. Maybe I can get like, if I can get one decent melody going, then maybe I can flip it. God, that sounds horrible. Like, it's almost cool. It's almost cool sounding, but I don't have enough time. Damn it, bro, almost. Bro, I'm so close. I'm so close. Okay, like. Oh my goodness, if I slap the drums on here, we might be able to place. Okay, now I'm getting. Now I'm a little. Okay, oh man, we're almost there. I don't know if that sounds good. Alright, whatever. Okay, okay. How much time? I don't even have time, bro. Oh, Lord, I don't even have time, bro. Oh. Bro, I don't even have time, bro. I fucked up so bad. It's all good though. Whatever. Maybe next time. God, dude, I was so close. I came up with the idea too late. Bro, oh, I hate these sounds too. Oh, bro, I suck. Okay, I got time, I guess. I have time. Okay, shit, bro. I could have made it so much better if I would have locked in a little bit sooner. Damn, bro. This is so hard. But honestly, if I would have locked in sooner, okay, you have to have a 30-second beat, so. Dude, am I really not about to make it because of that shit? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, Jesus. Fuck this shit. Like. That was a close one. These sounds are so fucking, dude. Damn. It's not the worst thing ever, but all right. So I think I'm done doing beat battles. It's like a really dope idea and I like it, but the sounds are always ass, so you can't even really make a good beat. You're kind of forced to make a mean beat. And I like this a lot, but like I want to make real beats, and that's just oh, there goes mine. Well, it's yeah, I don't know. Damn, not too bad, I guess. Guess I didn't do too bad. That's pretty good. I like that. It's pretty good. I fuck with that. I need to start working on like chords and stuff first. Oh, I see. The scoring is so weird on this. What the hell? I was 4th place. Not too bad. Not too bad, not too bad. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm trying to think like what I even want to do right now. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really feel like doing beat battles. I feel like it's not really... It should be engaging content, but I feel like I could do, with this time I have, I could do something a little bit better. Like I could be reacting to stuff. People tend to like that more. I could be doing a whole bunch of shit. So I'm trying to figure out what I should be doing. I think I'm gonna just make some regular beats. I don't know. As much as I like beat battles, it's like, bro, what the fuck is this goofy shit? I don't know, boys. I'd rather be doing shit like this. if I'm doing shit like this, you can get hella views. Making beats though, I don't know. Cause look at this. Even consider this, bro. Even the people at the top, like I'm at the very bottom, but even people at the top of what I'm doing, like Rio only pulled 14,000 views in 4 days. Not to say it can't go higher than that, but what I'm saying is, even when you do like a cool video like this, that's kind of interesting. There's not that many views in this shit. Like in Nick, he gets a lot of views and shit like that, but there's just not enough. There's not enough people in the beat community to really get views. There's other people that are super big, like Shanti, but I feel like he's different. I think he's Brazilian, so he has like a huge Brazilian base. There's like 1 billion people in Brazil, so there's like a ton of people that can watch his content and enjoy it. But when it comes to like making beats and shit, dude, it's so difficult to get views, and everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody's doing, oh, I made this beat. This is how I made that beat. It's all the same shit. So everybody's seen it before. So at this point, dude, I'm just like, what am I actually doing? Because like the beat battle shit is cool. I mean, if we look up the beat battle shit, look up beat battle, we can see all this shit, right? Look, you got one guy, he's got 5,000, 6,000 views. I tried FL Studio Ranked. We're all calling it that, right? That's the whole name of it, basically. Then you got like a bunch of other people. There I am. That's funny. I'm at the top, but whatever. Then you got like other people, 4,000 views. I don't know why it's not showing me videos. Everybody's using the same pictures and shit, which I guess why wouldn't you? But crazy EDM beat on viral beat battle game. Only 3,000 views. It's like, I know it's a small channel, but still 20. Oh, look at this dude. But I don't know, bro. I feel like you got robbed on online beat battles. I don't know, bro. There's just not. The beat community is so oversaturated right now, and it always will be moving forward. Like, there's just too many people making beats, and like, I don't know. It's like, how many times can you watch somebody make a fucking beat? That's what it boils down to. How many times can you watch somebody make a fucking beat? That's what all this shit is. That's why there's no views in this shit. So I think I'm kind of done with this. I'd rather go do a fucking reaction channel where at least I can gain thousands of followers and get hella views and even money and shit. But when it comes to this beat stuff, dude, nobody's watching this shit. Nobody cares. We've already seen every beat made 1,000,000 times. Like, and you know what's funny? My type beat channel that nobody knows about is doing so much better than this channel. And I put way more work into this channel. I put way more work into this channel than I do my off the grid type beat channel, and that shit gets way more views and way more like comments and likes and shit. So it's like, really, bro, what am I doing? You know, why don't I just double down on a type beat channel rather than sit here and spend days and days and days trying to make this work, and it just doesn't. Like, that's the point I'm at, because it's like, I want to make something out of this. I don't want to just be some random dude who gets like 2 views on average, you know, on his views or on his fucking YouTube videos for the rest of my YouTube career, however long that may be. You know, let's say I continue this for a couple years, not just stay around hundreds of views, maybe thousands of views, but still, even that's not a lot. It's like, is it even worth it at that point? Like, shit, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Because, I mean, look at this shit. Corb is pretty big, right? Corb is pretty big in the community. And like even his video, it only gets like 7,000 views.
This is a dog. I hate my
like, think about this. Think about this. Corb is getting 7,000 views. Rio's getting 14,000. This dude, Cash Gang, he's getting 4.5. This dude's getting a lot. He's getting 35. So that's a little bit different. That's a lot. This dude got 46. It varies a lot, but my point is this. If you go and look at the Minecraft community and you look at all the top videos like we are right now for beat battle, for beat makers, if you go look at Minecraft, dude, they're pulling in hundreds of millions of views on each video, bro. Tens of millions of views on each video. Millions, dude, millions. But when you come to the beat community, you're seeing like low thousands. So clearly there's something ain't right. You know what I mean? And what's not right is just how many times you're going to watch a dude make a beat. That's all this content boils down to. It's just, okay, another guy making another beat that we've already heard. Every beat has already been done. You know what I mean? So it's not even worth putting in time to making a type, not even a type beat channel. It's not even worth putting in the time to make like a beat channel where you're in the beat community saying stuff, giving your opinion, or like tutorials, stuff like that. It's just not worth it. I see a lot of people that get a shit ton of views doing like tutorials in their faceless channels too. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It just doesn't seem worth it to me. This guy got 46. I guess it's all relative. This guy has 170,000 views on his channel, bro. On his beat battle video. That's a shit ton. Honestly, that's a lot. What does he do though?
I want to try this new beat battle game today.
Well, he's European to start with.
But in case you don't, you pretty much just get a...
His editing is really good too.
Game today. You probably already know about it, but in case you don't, you pretty much just get a set of random sounds. Then you gotta make a beat with those. At the end, everyone votes for their favorite, and the person with the most votes wins. My goal is to win at least once. I don't know how...
So his editing is really good.
Realistic that is, but... Okay, so I guess... Let's try some host. Yeah, that's so...
I mean, it's got a shit ton of views. Like, the editing is really good, though. Editing is really good on this one.
Competition. It's a time over sound. But yeah, let's go for...
And he made a crazy beat, too. Shit, I need to get more like this guy.
Charlie Kirk joined. Guess it's gotta work. No. Oh no, what happened? Okay.
Alright, so that's a pretty good video. Damn, bro, like I don't want to give up on this channel or anything, but like I think I need to switch course, do something else. Maybe be like a commentary channel or something. I don't fucking know. Reaction channel. Hold up. Hold up. Somebody said the second beauty. Website is entirely vibe coded and is made for training AIs to make beats, by the way. Oh my God, what? Don't put any personal info in there because there's no security. Yeah, I had a vibe that it was something was off a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, bro. This dude said, this website is entirely vibe coded and is made for training AIs to make beats, by the way. Don't put any personal info in there because there's no security. Ooh, damn. Is it for training AI? I don't know. I don't know if it is. Is it vibe coded? Yeah, probably. But I don't know. I don't know any of the people behind it, so I can't just say that. And besides, there's already other AIs that have been trained on fucking every beat out there. So what does it matter if they do it too? It just doesn't matter at this point. Either people are going to listen to AI or not. So who really gives a shit? I don't know, bro. Like,
man, I don't know what's going on, but lately I have been noticing there is a lot of delusional producers out here. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys.
I'm one of them.
I used to be the same way. When I first got started, nobody could not tell me that my beats were not the best beats ever.
Yeah, so every beginner producer goes through this. I went through it. Everyone else goes through it. It takes years to actually get good. When you first start out, you're going to be dog shit. Everybody is. And you're going to think your beats are so good when in reality they're not. They sound horrible. And this is a huge fucking issue in the producer community because why would that be a bad thing? Well, the thing is you get a bunch of new producers who just downloaded FL Studio. They get their first little drum kit. That sounds pretty good. They start, making a random shitty little beat. It sounds like shit, but to them, it's so new and it's so cool that they think it's good. They conflate the two. Something new and cool versus something good. And so what they do is they make a bunch of shitty beats and then they start blowing up every single. Well, nowadays they're told by YouTube videos, oh, hey, if you want to get placements, you got to reach out to the engineer. You got to reach out to the artist. You got to reach out to the artist's homeboys. You got to reach out to the gang. You got to reach out to everybody and try getting a relationship. And so what you have is you have a bunch of brand new producers who suck dick and making beats. There's probably millions of them out there blowing up the DMs, the emails, the whatever of all these artists, all these other producers, everybody, right? And so now nobody wants to open their DMs to somebody who's actually talented because they're like, oh, it's just another fucking prod who wants to blow me up with loops or some shitty generic loops or some shitty dog shit type beats. Like, so now, back when I was started in 2015, 2016, 2014, somewhere in there, 2015, we'll say. Back in 2015 when I started, if you hit somebody up in the DMs and they were a big producer or if they were a big artist or like a small artist with potential, you can hit them up in the DMs and they would be open to working with you. Because back then there wasn't a million prods who wanted to send shitty type beats that they thought were good. Nowadays, that's nothing but that. So you have no shot at reaching an artist or their troupe, their gang, their whatever, and building a relationship because nobody wants to hear it now. Because there's too many shitty prods out there thinking their beats are good when they're beginners and they suck. It's no hate, it's just the truth. If you've ever reached out to a producer or an artist that's small and you want to work with them just based off of passion and like love for the game, they're not going to work with you now. They're not even going to respond to you because they think you're just another shitty prod trying to get a placement. It's pathetic.
I don't care if somebody came and played beats that sounded 10 times better than mine. In my head, my wacky, unmixed, terrible sounding beats sounded better than that person's. And then when they left and there was other people in the studio, my little young self used to say, oh yeah, his beats were good, but they ain't sound like mine. And that's what's going on right now. There's a lot.
And it's funny that he says that because literally everybody's using the same sounds. Everybody's using the same drum kits. Everybody's making the same type beats. There's no originality right now. I mean, back when we used to make beats in 2015, like the 2010s, there wasn't really the type beats like they are now. They weren't classified like they are today. Today, they're classified like, oh, that's a pluggnb type beat, or that's a plug beat, or that's a regalia beat, or that's like a jerk beat, hood trap beat, anything you can think of. Now everything is so classified and you kind of, every prod, every producer, every beat maker, whatever you want to call yourself, everybody puts themselves into one of those categories. Like, oh, I'm a hyper pop, jerk beat type person, or oh, I'm a dark trap, whatever type producer. Back then there wasn't really that. People just made whatever. I don't even know where I was going with that, but let me see something. What do you say? Oh yeah. And so people who are new to making beats, they just overestimate their beats, and their beats are usually shitty. So
A lot of people who confuse confidence with delusion. Now, one thing I can say is there is nothing wrong with being a confident producer. Nothing wrong with it. You got to be a confident producer.
So it's funny because I'm somebody who's very unconfident about my beats, and I feel like you kind of should be unconfident. You shouldn't be very confident because as soon as you get confident that you're good, well, what happens if you're making shitty beats though? And then you're so confident about your beats, but they're really dog shit, like the beginning producers are, right? Like, I know I'm not the worst producer ever, but I'm also very hard on myself, and as you should be. You should always be hard on yourself to get better. You should always be comparing yourself. You should never be thinking that you're good and that you're confident, like, oh, I'm ready to send these beats to Rod Wave, Drake, whoever. Like, nah, you're not that guy yet. And the problem is, if you were ever given a position where you can send those beats to somebody big and get a good placement, you send them off being confident, but you didn't know that you weren't ready yet. And then you send those beats off and they get rejected, and then you never get it. They'll never open your emails again. So
you got to be. You got to feel like, you know, I'm supposed to be here. But you also got to know
99% of producers, well, I'll say like 95% of producers don't deserve to be there. Most people, you have to realize today, as it stands in 2026, there are literally tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of prods out there. You might not see it all. You might not think it's that big, but it is. Everybody, I'd say 2020 and beyond, ever since COVID era, ever since then, there was a massive shift. When everybody was stuck at home, especially like high schoolers and shit, they were all stuck at home. So what they do, everybody like divided into a hobby that you could do from home. Well, one of them is making beats. So that's when the beat community blew up, and now you have a million prods out here making generic type beats and loops, and it's just a whole fucked up situation. So 95% of these producers don't even deserve to be in a room with an artist making beats. And I'd say I'm one of them, if I'm being honest with you.
at some point,
Despite the fact that I have some pretty big, despite the fact that I have some pretty big placements too.
you got to know that you need a little work. You need a little help.
You need a lot. You need to practice. People say if you just spam making beats, you'll get better. That's not true. If you spam making beats and you're doing the same shit over and over and over again, you're probably going to end up being a worse producer because you'll get further entrenched in your bad habits, and then you'll never be able to get out of that. You'll always be making shitty beats. Your bad habits will get solidified, I guess. Your bad habits will get solidified.
There is some people right now who make incredible beats.
And they never get found. There's people that make, I can tell you firsthand that I have known many producers that were freaking amazing, and they had their own sound. One person comes to mind. His name was Black Cypher. He doesn't make beats anymore. He used to make beats. I don't know if he makes beats anymore. I haven't seen him lately. I haven't seen him in years. So I think he gave up. He didn't give up, but he just doesn't do it anymore. So this guy, Black Cypher, he's one of the best producers that I've ever known. I used to collab with him a lot. I would send this dude like the most basic little shitty chord progression that I stole from BusyWorks Beats, and he would turn it into a masterpiece. And he never got his shine. He deserved way more. He never got it. There's so many producers out there that are super talented, but if you don't pair that talent with social media and putting yourself out there, you're never going to go anywhere. It's not, nowadays, you can't just be talented and that's it. You won't get discovered if you don't put yourself out there and really force it. You can't just make a couple YouTube videos and call it a day. What you have to do nowadays is you have to push yourself out there like crazy. You have to be uploading shorts and TikToks and whatnot every single day, doing videos at least once a week, a whole bunch of shit. So talent's not enough anymore.
I mean, whatever they touch, like they're really batting at a good level. Like right now, if you have like about 10 beats and 3 out of those 10 get picked, if you're batting 300 in this music game, you're doing very, very, very good.
That's incredibly good. If you send an artist 10 beats and they pick 3 of them, that is so good. Most people would send an artist 10 beats and of course probably get blocked.
Like very good. And you have some people that are batting very good, and even with all of that, they are still very humble in what they do. Because they understand that on any given day, the best beat that you make may not be the beat that gets picked.
It happens a lot. Some of the beats I think are the hardest beat I've ever made in my life. I send it to somebody or even multiple people, multiple artists. Nobody uses it. But then like a shitty beat that I made in like 10 minutes, of course they want that one instead.
But then I've noticed, you know, being on my YouTube journey, whether on my main page or whether on this channel, which, you know, I do a lot of hot takes because it's my hot take channel. I have noticed that there are a lot of people who are very much delusional.
Absolutely. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. I don't see it too much myself, but I do know it's out there. And most beginner producers are delusional, which is okay. I mean, you have to fake it till you make it to some extent, but most new producers think they have good beats. I remember being a freaking kid in high school, and I thought my beats were so good. I was showing this one dude on the city bus. I was like, hey, bro, I was seeing him a few times on the bus. So one day I sat next to him. I'm like, hey, bro, can you check out my beat? Can you check out my beat? And he listened to my beat, and he was like, yeah, that's really good. That's really good. I thought I was the shit back then. Little did I know it wouldn't be till like at least a year later when I started getting placements and stuff. And it was easier back then to get placements, so.
And this is how I know. Now, I used to do my live beat reviews pretty much every single week, but I've slowed up from those live beat reviews.
I can't even do it. I just can't do it anymore. I do a lot of live streaming, or I used to anyways. And every time I live stream, there's like a handful of people that actually watch the stream and interact with me. The rest of the people that show up to the stream, they jump in out of nowhere and they go, hey, can you review my beat real quick? It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here. And you know, it's funny. I always review their beats, and some of them are really talented, but like, people are so weird. They just hop into random streams asking people to review their beats. Hey, listen to my beat. Yo, can you review my beat? Can you review my beat? Can you listen to my song? It's like, dude, oh my God, people are crazy with that shit. Stop it.
Reviews, because once I started seeing a whole bunch of people started doing these live beat reviews, I kind of backed off because.
So TikTok, Instagram, shit like that is full of this. If you go on TikTok, you're going to see a million people doing a live stream where they're reacting to people's beats, reviewing people's beats. And dude, if you ever trying to join the list of somebody that's reviewing beats and you have to submit yours, the list is like 100 people long. It's always so long, you never get your beat listened to. It's crazy. People are so desperate for their shitty beats to be heard. Most of them are shit. Not all of them. Some people are stupid, crazy talented. But if you're so talented, like, I wouldn't even bother asking anyone to review my beat. I would just be posting it a lot everywhere. That's the better method.
Because it's just, you know, once too many people start doing the same thing.
Like beat making itself and everything else. Everything at this point has been exposed, and everything at this point in 2026 has been overdone to the core. Like every topic, everything you can think of is burnt the fuck out, because every time somebody finds a lane in 2026, post 2020, every time somebody finds a lane, a million followers come in and starts trying to get as much as they can. It's like a gold rush. You find something good that works. Dude, if you ever find something good that works, I guarantee you, anyone that follows behind you is going to try to suck it dry. No homo. They're going to come in behind you and they're going to try to take everything off of your idea. It's so crazy. It's going to be millions of people trying to make a fucking living off of what you created based off of passion. They come in behind you just trying to make money. It's sad. It's so sad. But anyways, what he said, beat making is done. Type beat channels, they can still be decent. I have a type beat channel that's doing pretty decent. It's not doing good though. It's doing okay. But type beats are dead. Beat tutorial channels, I see a lot of them that are doing really good, especially the faceless ones. People love faceless content in 2026. Ever since like 2023, 2024, people love faceless content for some reason. And yeah, I mean, there's still a lane, but dude, everything is getting sucked dry. We're all running out of space. Like, if you want to find something and stick to it, that's good, but everything's been done.
I kind of slack off a little bit because I don't want to be a part of the crowd in a sense. But I still do them, okay? But when I do my beat reviews, there's always maybe about, right now with the new way I do the beat reviews, there's about 6 to 8 people that may play some beats that are not necessarily what we would deem to be as really good beats, okay? Because you never know. The right artist on any beat, it can transform that beat, but I'm just saying just the beat as a shell, okay? And I may get on there and I may say, hey, you know, you got an 808 and you have a sound that's out of key. I would probably, you know, personally, I would probably switch out the drums or I would change out the melody. I would say things like that. And almost every single night after I get done with a beat review, at least about 2 people that I made those comments about their beats will hit me up and they would be like going in, like, who are you to tell me this?
That's crazy. I've never experienced anything like that. People are super sensitive about their music and stuff, though. It's so funny because like people, like I've been there too. We've all been there. If you were a new producer at one point, then you've been there. You're making beats and you're like, oh my God, this is the best beat ever. This is the best beat ever. You're thinking it's the best beat ever. You're like, oh my God, I'm so good. This is the best beat. And then, you know, I feel like deep down, you know, it's not though. And then you show people and they're like, oh, okay, that's nice, I guess. And it's like, and then you get defensive about it. So I see that happening, but I've never really experienced that myself.
You're not as big as such and such producer. I know what my beats sound like. You know, my people told me how good my beats are. You're just one person out of 8 million people and stuff like that. They go in on me. And sometimes I respond, but most of the times I don't respond. But it goes to show that right now, people are not even coachable anymore. There's a lot of people that want to be a part of this music business, this game or whatever, but they don't want to be coachable because they feel that just because they have a laptop, they may have a beat machine, they have a few keyboards or whatever that they own and that they spent their hard-earned money on. They got interfaces, they have compressors, they have, you know, preamps, they have all this stuff that they spent all this money on.
You don't really need any hardware aside from like an interface and a keyboard. Unless you like hardware stuff, then you don't really need it. But anyways, that's off topic.
And you mean to tell me that I spent all this money on this stuff and you're going to tell me that my beats don't sound good? Well, I got something to say. And this happens a lot. It happens a lot. But one thing I have grown to notice, you know, over the years is that I had to grow and notice that, you know, hey, listen, Bolo, I understand that you want to be confident. I understand that you want to be the best beat maker in the world, but you're just not it. And I have to tell myself that daily. If me, somebody who has had the little bit of success I've had, because I'm nowhere near none of these big producers that have multiple placements and stuff like that. I've never even put myself on that pedestal. But the thing about it is people still do respect me for what I've done because I got it done and the little that I've gotten done. But I can honestly say that I have to tell myself sometimes this just ain't it.
I say that every night when I'm making beats, like 99% of the time. And this is a super valuable tool, is when you're honest with yourself about your beats, like that's going to help you so much. Because if you stick, the issue with making beats a lot of the time is you'll stick to one beat. Like you'll be making a beat and you'll put hours into it, not realizing that it was trash from the start because you didn't keep it real with yourself and stop and start over. You know, people end up making, like I do that a lot. I'll be making a beat 2 hours later. I'm like, man, that shit's crazy. Fuck yeah. And then the next day I'll go back and listen to it and realize it was a piece of trash and I wasted 2 hours on it or something like that. It's crazy, dude. So just be careful about how much time you spend on one beat.
Certain live streams, if y'all ever watch my live streams and I may make a beat and it is kind of a little shaky, I'll say, hey man, this ain't sounding too good.
I feel that. You
guys will let me know in the comments during the live stream, like, nah, Bolo, that ain't it. But you don't hear me saying, oh, y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just hating on my beats. At the end of the day, some days are not going to be your best days, but you got to keep, you know, working.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if it's just me, but most days are not going to be your best. Most days you're going to be making trash. That's just how it is. I'd say like less than 10% of the time I make a good beat. So just be prepared for that. Don't lie to yourself and say like, oh yeah, it's going to be good all the time. Like beat block is going to be extremely common, especially nowadays when every single genre is like completely outdone, like overdone. You're going to get beat block all the time because you're going to be trying to make something new that hasn't been done yet. And so when you do that, it's going to be very difficult and you're going to get beat block a lot.
Working it out. And that's one thing that I've noticed right now, especially being on YouTube, that a lot of people just cannot take that type of criticism. I can give myself that criticism.
Everybody wants to kiss each other's asses, even if they know, like, even if I know that your beat is trash, I'm probably going to be like, oh yeah, that beat's fire, bro. That beat's fire. Hey, come check out my beats. I swear to God, dude. I swear, the current climate of beats, type beat channels, beat tutorials, all this shit, like, everyone just kisses each other's asses, and like, even if it's straight up garbage, just so that like, oh, you'll come and you'll subscribe to me and like my videos and comment on mine. That's usually what people do it for. They kiss each other's asses so they can build each other up, but it doesn't even work like that. Like, just because you went follow for follow or subscribe for subscribe or like for like, it's not going to help your channel in the long run.
System, because I know this ain't it. Even though some people may say, nah, Bolo, it sounds good, I know within myself that a beat is like, okay,
yeah, straight up,
this thing sounds pretty decent.
Yep.
But in certain situations, it just ain't it. And I have to tell myself that, and I have to make myself accountable for what I'm doing. But there's a lot of people who cannot hold themselves accountable. You have people right now on this YouTube space that come under not just me, but other people's pages and come under the comment section. And I mean, talk crazy smack about people's beats. And these people don't even have any beats. They have nothing to show for it. Or if they do have any beats, Lord have mercy.
They're always trash.
They have a lot to work on. I go to a lot of pages. I see a lot of the comments. I see people talking about me all the time. It's cool because that's what comes with this YouTube space. You know, you're going to have people that like you. You're going to have people that love you. You're going to have people that kind of don't like you. And you got people that just ain't going to like nothing that you do. They just kind of like haters. It's all good. That's what comes with this space. And I like to banter with it. Sometimes I go into posts and I try to, make fun of it because a lot of times I like to troll or whatever like that. But it's all just in funny games. I don't really take things too seriously. But, there's some people right now who think their ish doesn't stink. And I'm here to tell you guys right now, some of y'all stuff just ain't it. It's a delusional way of thinking. And if you try to tell them something, they get all upset. They feel like you're hating on them. And all you're trying to do is, make them better. See,
I don't really care about making anyone better. At the end of the day, fuck them. Because most people aren't going to help you anyways. Most people aren't going to like you anyways. Trying to help people is futile. You can try to help people all you want, but nobody takes advice. It's kind of like life. In life, nobody takes advice. People just do what they want. Even if they ask for advice, you give them advice and they don't take it. That's just how it goes. So I don't really care to see anyone get better. You're either going to, or you're not. So it's not up to me. It's up to you.
That's what the difference between being confident and being delusional is. Confident people will make beats and be confident in the beat that they make.
Confidence comes with competence, right? Comes with experience and time. Not just making beats, because that's just a piece to the equation. It's also about knowing your shit is good because you put in the hours of training and work and exploring and trying new techniques and all that stuff. And over the course of years, it all comes together to make you better and confident. Just making a bunch of beats isn't going to make you better, though,
However,
in itself.
If something isn't right and somebody comes and tells them, hey, I know that you're feeling this beat. It's cool. I understand this, but I think you might need to change X, Y, and Z. And I think the beat could be a little bit better. A confident person is a teachable person, to me, in the production world. They may be confident, but they're teachable. They can receive information to try to make them better. And they'll be like, oh, okay, all right, cool. But a delusional person cannot be taught. You can sit there and tell them X, Y, Z, and they'll swear to everybody that you're hating on them. Oh, they hating on my beat.
I wouldn't even bother interacting with those people. I just wouldn't. There's no point in even interacting with them. What's the point? You already know they're delusional. I would just leave them alone. Block them if you have to.
I know how fire my beats are. They hating on my beat. And you're like, look, bro, I'm just telling you, just...
You know what? A huge issue of this today, nowadays in 2026, is that you go and listen to a bunch of beats that big artists are using, like Laserdisc and Osama-san, like Netspend. Some of them use a lot of shitty beats, or some of them use shitty beats. And then you have people that use that to justify their shitty beats. They say, oh, well, it sounds like this Laserdisc type beat. Yeah, but Laserdisc uses a lot of unconventional kind of shitty beats. So then you like compare it to that and you're like, oh, it sounds like that, so it sounds good. And well, not necessarily. It probably sounds like shit.
change out the snare, maybe do a few hi-hats.
That's only like one artist that uses beats like that.
And, maybe add a little melody in there that could kind of make the beat a little bit better. Just my opinion. Oh, you just trying to hate on my beat. Your beats don't even sound that good. You hear how my beat sounds? And I'm like, I hear it. I can't play it for nobody. I definitely wouldn't play it for nobody, especially with that attitude. But that's what you have right now. You have a whole new world of producers right now who feel just because they have a medium to
Most of them are probably like teenagers or something,
upload their stuff, or they may have
or just retarded 20-year-olds.
a family friend, or maybe some people from around the hood or around the way that may jump on some beats. They feel like a lot of times they're bigger than some of the biggest producers that's out in the world right now. I mean, and don't have any views, any plays, no nothing. The music sounds horrible. And then
Kind of like mine.
they'll be the ones that'll come under my post and be like, that beat sucks. You make the same type of beats, you do this. And it's like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? So, a lot of times I go to their pages and I listen to their stuff and it's not that good. I mean,
horrible.
it's not that good. Let's just say that. It's not that good. They'll come on to other creators' pages and be like, oh, hey, your beats are not that good. Everything sounds the same. They say the same things over and over and over again. And then a lot of times it's the people who have the worst product to show. Because they've never really been around people that can really show them.
The best way to get better, in my opinion, would probably be to work with an artist and work around them to their needs. If you work with an artist and you work to their needs, you'll figure out what makes a rappable beat. You'll figure out what makes a good beat. Because a rappable beat is a good beat. If you make a bunch of like beats just by ear and you've never had placements before and you've never made any beats that got placed or anything like that, then you won't know if your beats are really rappable or not. Especially newer producers who don't have any placements. Like, you might just be doing too much. You might need to dial it back. That's a big one right there.
What sounds good and what doesn't sound good. It's kind of like, people who used to sing in school back in the day. I remember people used to come and they used to sing and they used to act like they were the best singers in the world just because they may have sang in the church choir. And then, just because the auntie and the cousins and everybody is hyping them up in church like, ooh, you can sing. Oh my goodness, you're just the best singer in the world. But it really is like hot garbage. And then they'll try to come to school and then maybe there's a real singer that might sing and then they'll get up there and they'll be trying to sing, like during recess or something like that. And you'd be like, that ain't it. But a lot of people get fooled like that because you have a small inner circle that hypes up a lot of people.
That's why the internet's a good thing, because people are going to be truthful with you when they don't have to show their face. So if you want the truth, just go on the internet and like post yourself or like post your stuff and people will tell you the truth. Especially like on Twitter and fucking Instagram and shit like that.
And these inner circles hype up a lot of these producers and make them feel like their beats are really that good. And really they're not. And it gets them in this delusional state that they're supposed to be the top producers in the world. You got some producers right now who are just delusional because they feel like they need to be further than where they're at. Oh,
I feel that way, kind of.
Man, my beat sounds so good. I'm supposed to be further than Bolo. I'm supposed to be further than Metro Boomin.
I don't know about
You know what
that.
I'm saying? I'm supposed to be further than Pharrell. I'm supposed to be further than Timbaland. You got people that think like that. Like, my beat should be bigger than every big producer that's out because it sounds that good. Which they might. You never know. Sometimes they might. But there's something that just didn't happen. It just didn't add up. And a lot of times the product isn't that good.
Yep.
And then while the product is not that good, they're not willing to learn from people that are better than them to try to get the product better. Because they feel like just because somebody may say something negative about the beat, they feel like, oh my goodness, they're hating on me. And now let's take this out. Let's take it out on everybody because they don't like my beat. I don't know. With the rise of a lot of home studio stuff, with the rise of a lot of people being able to get a lot of products at a cheaper rate right now, of course.
So I heard Corb talk about this on like a reel or something like that. He mentioned that, or he said that he wishes the barrier to entry to making music was higher. I do too, honestly. Like part of me wishes it was higher so that there was less shitters in the space, because that would make competition a lot. The talented people will be able to shine through a lot easier, like they deserve, Because right now, when you have billions of beats out there, how is the talent gonna get through? Like, you can't, because now there's so many beats flooding the zone that even good people, good talent can't get through. So I wish the barrier to entry was higher, but at the same time, it's kind of a good thing that it's not. But people make the argument, oh no, it's a better thing when it's easier for everyone to make art. I completely disagree. Look at the state of music right now. Look at the state of trap music in particular right now. Does it sound like a good place that we're in for music compared to 2016 when way less people were making beats? Back in 2016, Well, for instance, the talent was still there, but it was easier to get through. If you were really good at making beats, you could really get through and you can get to artists and get a lot of placements and do a lot of big things. But nowadays, there's not even like a mainstream. It's just like Drake. That's pretty much it. It's like Drake, and then there's like a bunch of underground artists. Underground, but they're not really underground. They're kind of mainstream, like Netspend, Osama Sun, etc. And a bunch of other artists too. Nine Vicious, like, and like, I just don't think, I don't know, maybe I'm just too old, but I feel like none of them actually have that star power. They all sound like clones, kind of. If you really listen to all their music, they're all inspired by Uzi, Cardi, Young Thug, etc. So none of them are their own person. They're all just like, I don't want to say copycats, but they're all like descendants of those artists that we've already heard before that did it when it was new. And now they're all just copying those waves. And it's like,
there's been a boom in producers right now. You know, I remember back in the day where you had to really spend money to be a producer. Now, you know, you could be a producer for $400 right now. You could have it.
Yeah, pretty much. All you need is a laptop and an internet connection. That's it. That's literally the only requirement. Not even a laptop. You can literally make beats on a phone. It's ridiculous. And now you have a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of shitty beats out there, and it's flooding the zone. Nobody can get through now. Not even the good talent. Not saying I am. I'm not talented, but nobody can get through. Nobody can get to artists now, because why can't I get to a small artist? You know, an artist that gets about 10 to 15,000 views per music video on YouTube. Even if I reach out to them, they're not going to DM me back. They're not going to open the emails because they already have a million other shitty prods hitting them up, blowing them up, and they don't want to hear anymore. So if somebody was talented trying to get through to these artists, you can't, because all the shitty prods who make shitty beats are blowing up their DMs. So
everything. And just because you have the tools does not mean that you know how to build the correct way. And I'm here to say, listen, I go through it just like you guys go through it all the time. Some days I make some good stuff, some days I don't, but at least I know how to recognize when things ain't going too good. And then sometimes I may just take a day and just try to work on getting better at something. And I think that's what a lot of people need to do right now. There's a lot of new and up-and-coming producers that could be a lot further right now if they would just get out of their own heads and just listen to what other people are telling them.
Well, if they're not willing to do that, if they're not willing to get out of their own heads and listen to other people, then they don't deserve to be anywhere. They can just stay where they are. Who cares?
If it's not me, it could be somebody else. I'm just here on YouTube trying to just spread a little positivity if I can. But I think some people may take it the wrong way, but I understand that, you know, everybody's not going to be teachable and reachable in a sense. But I do think that everybody can take advice from somebody else. And I think everybody should take advice from somebody who's better than them. I understand you might can take advice from Lil Pookie and them, you know, that's from around the way, or you can take advice from your parents or from a family friend or just from a friend that's around the way that's close to you. That's cool. But I think a lot of times to get people better, you need to take advice from people who you don't know. You need to take advice from people who do not have any dealings with you, because at the end of the day, they're going to give you the best response that you need. And you have to be teachable. You have to be teachable in this situation. And if you don't have the resources to talk to certain people, you got YouTube. You got a whole bunch of people on here that show you how to make good beats. That's why right now, I don't understand how some people right now are still making beats with 3 sounds that are out of key. I don't understand it. When you have everything at your disposal right here on the tube.
And those prods, they'll go and blow up your favorite artist that you could have worked with otherwise, but now you got these stupid prods with these shitty beats blowing them up like, hey, I got a pack for you. I got a pack of beats for you. You want to hop on my beats, bro? Please hop on my beats. Please, please, please. And then they send the artist a pack of beats and they all sound like dog shit. And so the artist doesn't trust anyone anymore. That's why you can't make beats with your favorite artist. It's because these shitty ass prods, they fucked everything over.
To show you how to play, to show you how to get yourself to where everything is in tune, to show you how to build beats, to show you how to use every single program. Everything is right here in YouTube University. It's right here. And you still have people right now that will literally get mad at you because you tell them that, hey, you got a sound in here that's off key. Like it's not even in key.
And they'll try to justify it by saying, oh, well, this beat by this one artist that has 1 million views on YouTube, he put something out of key. And they'll try to justify it, but...
And they'll get mad at you. Like, what do you mean? It's clashing. It's off key. The 808 is in one key and this sound is in another key. And they're like, no, it's not. And you're trying to tell them, like, yes, it is. Like, you shouldn't be playing this beat right now. It's off key. And they would get frustrated with you because you're trying to help them out. But that's what we have right now. It's a delusional way of thinking. And, you know, there's a lot of it going on right now. But for all my producers, I want to tell you, I love all y'all. And I want to see everybody succeed. I want everybody to have a taste of what I have had a taste of. The good and the bad. You know what I'm saying? But more of the good. Let's put it like that. I want you guys to get in a position where you have a hit record or two and see the great side of this music industry rather than seeing the dark side of it. You know what I'm saying? I've seen a lot of good in this, okay? And that's why I come on here and I'm so excited to do YouTube stuff because, you know, even though I'm not in it as much as I am, I love doing this and telling you guys about the good side of having, you know, a successful song or a successful beat. And you can really reap the benefits from that. And during that, I got to meet a lot of people that helped me out along the way. And that's one thing I need to stress to a lot of you guys is don't be out here delusional with the stuff that you have and thinking that everything is just perfect. Because every time I thought something was perfect, somebody could always tell me, hey, you can do this a little bit better and this will turn out a little bit better. And that's what made me to the producer I am right now. I make the same type of beats. That's just who I am. I'm Bolo the producer. This is my style of production, which I think everybody needs their own style of production to separate yourself from other people. Some people may not like it. Some people will really like it, but it will separate yourself from other producers. But like I say all the time, beats are subjective. That is true. But we all know.
Not really.
When something ain't right. Okay?
True.
We all know. And a lot of people will know when something ain't right. Excuse my grammar, but hey, if it ain't right, it ain't right. And a lot of people will know immediately. So if you want to become a better producer,
So if beats weren't subjective, or if beats were subjective, then why does everyone use the same patterns? Why do we all know that the clap needs to go on the 2 and the 4, etc.? Why do we know that like the hi-hat pattern needs to be either a 4-step pattern, an 8-step pattern, a 2-step pattern, or like have a little bit of bounce to it? It's always the same use case. If everything was subjective, then music wouldn't sound like it does. Every beat has a similar drum bounce to it, if you think about it. So it's not really subjective, I don't think, anyways.
the best things for you to do is get out of that delusional mind state and be ready and willing to learn whenever somebody is giving you some really good information, especially somebody who has had some success. And it might not be a huge success, but somebody who has been successful in learning how to play a certain instrument or learning how to mix a little bit better or, learning how to, put structure in the beats. Like they've had some type of success in something. But if somebody's giving you some positive advice, learn to receive it, learn to take it. And you never know. It could really help you out for you, to become a big time producer because you never know what advice somebody could give you to get you to the top.
True. All right, that was a good video by Bolo. He usually makes pretty good videos about this stuff. Oops, shit. I don't know, bro. This whole beat thing, though, it's very disheartening to make beats and shit nowadays because it's like, you just know it's not going to go anywhere, pretty much. Like trying to make a type beat channel. A type beat channel, actually, you know what? Type beat channels are actually way easier to make than, because they're super easy to make if you think about it. A type beat channel, all you have to do is make a type beat, throw it up on there. Throw it up on your page. That's it. That's it. It's not hard. It's just a thumbnail and a title and a beat, of course. It's so little effort, so little cost for entry, but such a high reward if it works out. But with something like this, making beats and doing this whole little beat channel thing, it takes so much time and effort just to go nowhere. So it's just not worth it. So, I don't know. Anyways,